The crypto market has been very volatile over the last couple of weeks, and things are finally starting to look a little bit better. And if we're looking at the overall crypto market, the overall market is up around 2.5% over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is closing back in on around $58,000 per coin. Ethereum is back over $3,000 per coin. And if we're looking at in terms of technicals, there's a little bit of good news that's going on here. We can see that in terms of technicals, Bitcoin's price did drop below a key support of around 57,500, but we did see a wick all the way back down to around 53,500, and we saw a lot of buying pressure continuing to hold up this price. So this long wick right here is a pretty bullish sign for the crypto market if you're into technical analysis. Other thing that's pretty good for Bitcoin right now is that we have seen that Bitcoin ETF investors have been buying the dip, and we can see that there has been a record amount of inflows really for the last month for Bitcoin ETFs. And what I mean by this is that if we look at the inflows over the last month, July 8th was the highest inflows we had seen in around a month for spot Bitcoin ETFs. You can see it was $294.8 million of inflows into spot Bitcoin ETFs, when really for much of June and a lot of July, we've been in the red. We've seen outflows, we've seen just minor inflows, and this is it's more than double what we have seen since early June. So you could see that really the last time we saw this level of inflows was June 5th, when there was $488 million of inflows. So this is potentially a very bullish sign for the overall market. And now I want to talk about an RWA project. It's called Music Protocol. I've been keeping my eye out on this project. I've been following them on X for quite a while. Its symbol is RECORD, record. Pretty simple, easy to remember. And it's an L1 blockchain that's advancing the music industry by bringing royalties and catalogs from major record labels on-chain and turning them into investable assets for financial markets. And ultimately, by tokenizing music rights and royalties, Music Protocol is unlocking $1 trillion market for capital providers to provide them with stable, recurring revenue streams. And I think RWA is a massive sector for the crypto space, and many firms agree, including BlackRock, who projects it to be worth trillions of dollars over the next decade. The cool thing about Music Protocol, in my opinion, is that it's transforming music royalties and intellectual property into liquid, tradable digital assets, driving innovation in the real-world asset space for transparent and efficient financial management. So on top of this, Music Protocol also has some of the biggest partners and investors and people on board in the crypto and music space. Gavin Wood, if you're not familiar, he's the Ethereum co-founder. He's an early investor in the project, and this showcases some credibility from the crypto space. In terms of music, they have Web3 Music Association, the primary and lead contributor to Music Protocol. They've successfully onboarded some of the biggest, most influential music labels in the world, labels that house top artists like Adele and Queens of the Stone Age, and innovative performers like FKA Twigs, and many more. And this is ultimately going to help them potentially unlock $1 billion of catalogs that are already ready to be tokenized. So Music Protocol, symbol record, RECORD. Their LBP is now live on Fjord Foundry until July 11th at 4 p.m. UTC, and they're rewarding early supporters with a special record token airdrop. So for each RECORD token bought and held, buyers will be rewarded with 0.6 record tokens in an airdrop. So this is massive, and you definitely don't want to miss out on this opportunity. But other thing going on is that we are seeing a bit of selling pressure, a bit of bad news coming out from the German government, because the German government has been really just selling off tens of thousands of Bitcoin, and they're preparing to sell another $276 million earlier today. The German government has continued this sell-off, and right now in their wallet, they have around 23,000 Bitcoin left, around $1.3 billion. But over the past month or so, they've sold off nearly half of their position. They've been selling off, billions of dollars of Bitcoin, and this has been creating a lot of negative pressure on the market. But now let's talk about good news with Cardano, because Cardano is potentially on the verge of a massive breakout. If we're looking at the overall crypto market, we can see that Cardano is currently the number 10 crypto in terms of market cap at a $13.6 billion market cap, just under 40 cents per token. But the major news for Cardano is that just in the last 24 hours, they released Node 9.0, which is paving the way for the upcoming Chain hard fork for Cardano. And for those who aren't familiar with this, it is a very important upgrade for Cardano's entire blockchain and where it's going moving forward. And Charles Hoskinson, their founder, talked about this, saying it's the final development step needed to allow for the hard fork. Like this Node 9.0 release was the final development step. And the reason why this is so important, the reason why so many people are excited about this, and the reason why people think this could propel Cardano to all-time record highs is because ultimately with this, it's changing the blockchain's ownership structure. So Cardano's development since its inception in 2017 has been under the purview of the Cardano Foundation, Emergo, and Input Output Global. Emergo is Cardano's official commercial arm, and Input Output Global is Hoskinson's blockchain development company. The hard fork that now is basically set to roll out is designed to take ownership of the project from these three entities and entrust it to the community, an ownership structure similar to a decentralized autonomous organization. And because of this, it's taking the governance of Cardano and its entire blockchain away from those three companies and giving a lot more power to the community and its holders. And it's going to give the community and holders more opportunities to vote on changes to the blockchain. This is something that is massive for Cardano, because as you can see, based on their development reports, we've continued to see more and more projects build on their blockchain. We've continued to see more native tokens and more transactions. And really, one of the things a lot of people have been concerned about is just when are we going to see this hard fork rolled out? When are we going to see it more of a community-run project rather than just three big companies making all the decisions? And that is exactly what this Node 9.0 paves the way for. And last thing I want to talk about is going on with some altcoins, because earlier in the video, we talked about Music Protocol and some of the major developments taking place with Music Protocol and their LBP. But I want to address a different altcoin that is also making some major moves, and that is with Lime. We did a video on this project the other day, and it is a project that I think has massive potential to be a 10 to 20, maybe even 50x project for this bull market at only a $20 million valuation. Because if you're looking at this project, it is tapping in to Telegram, which has 1 billion users, and it is making Telegram just better. It's bringing it to the next level. It's making it so you can go about using crypto, having a crypto wallet directly in your Messenger app. And right now they actually have a competition going on. So between June 15th and July 15th, they have something called the iMe video contest. And their way you can be eligible to win a prize is you create a short video, less than a minute, about Lime Token, iMe, any of their features. You upload it to IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, X, just social media platforms in general. You retweet this tweet and share the link in the comments below, and you could be eligible to win 1,000 Lime tokens, which is pretty significant. It's not like a small amount. You could see that would be around $50 or so just for doing a little bit of content about the project and entering this competition. So this is something that is very exciting, and with all of the major developments that are taking place for iMe, I think it could easily be a 10x project once we see the market flip. It's followed by some of the biggest names in the crypto space. It has some major features, and it has some real world utility that is pretty exciting to me. So